Well, let's start.
Good day and good afternoon and good evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. I'll say welcome to 90th edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, at this hour, I can say that the global stock market opened lower at this no time as no bond rise in most of the market as investors fear for global growth and recession rekindle again, just as inflation rates continue to rise ahead of a meeting of central banks head across the globe, especially in US and Europe. This is also what's going to influence the market. But as we speak now, market is down. And don't forget, I always tell you, whatever you are trading commodity, you are trading future stocks, cryptocurrency, or you are doing FS. Don't forget to use your stop loss for anything that is tradable, that move ups and down. Use your entry and exit strategy as at when you and also know how to take your profit. Don't be greedy and also don't fall in love with up market. When you see an up market, an opportunity for you to cash out your profit. Don't be what? Greedy. Sentiment in this market, matured market, I'll tell you, pull down again or change to negative this morning as US stocks are trading lower. Also across Europe, we're seeing that market. While in Asia, the gain the market recorded the previous day in Asia, market is giving up this morning. They are also down, and also some of them are also mixed as we speak. It tells that the market is still trying to find direction in the matured market as inflation and rising energy continue to put pressure on the stock market as we speak. Now, as we turn to the oil market again, don't forget that oil market in recent times has a rally up after pulling back again. This oscillation continue, but as we speak now, I'll tell you that oil price is still up. It's trading at $118.6 per barrel, and this also has a way of influencing market. I told you earlier that those oil producing country in the last class that as far oil is trading above $100, they are already in money. And what I mean about it's just because of the global issue as a commodity price has gone up. Most of these countries are still also struggling because of inflation and also rate hike that's also putting pressure on the market. But I said earlier that as we are looking forward to see the half-year earnings season, most of the matured market, yes, some of them are companies are posting a profit warning, while others are looking forward to see that some sector that is going to provide or release kind of impressive number, and that's why if we come back home here, our market also, as we speak this morning, trying to find direction, flat now in green, just up marginally, but as we speak, the market is also going to find direction. But the good thing is that down here in our market, as I said earlier, that the common master class is an avenue for you to get the right information on what to do. Like I say, in the next 90 days, as market player, you need to get what the right strategy. How you're going to play this period of second half of the year, especially as the political activities ticking or kind of becoming tense. You need to know how can you trade, which sectors, which companies are you going to work to position. These are what we're going to discuss in the coming master class, and which sectors we are going to position. Like I just said, that as the market stage a partial or rebound in recent times now, the master class will review two stocks that will double in the second half of the year. There are two major stocks that know that their price is going to double in the period, and also defensive stocks to protect your capital and at the same time boost your bottom line with less risk, and also your stock of tradable capital also being protected. These are the things we're going to use. Don't forget that the use of a powerful chart pattern is possible, and we're going to review all that when we are discussing in this class, so that you will know how to combine what your technical and your fundamental. That's why the earnings of companies that are doing a dual earnings, how is going to boost their bottom line. That's why we're going to combine fundamental and technical. You need to know those companies that are earning also in dollar in Nigeria. How is dollar going to impact on the bottom line of this company? Those that are also selling their market outside the shore of Nigeria, how is going to boost their market share and at the same time, impact on their top line. We want to discuss all this in the coming masterclass. That is why those that are still registering, I can see some still trying to make sure that they take advantage of it before Friday, because Friday is the last day for registration, and that's where we close the curtain for. That means if you are not registered, it's an opportunity for you to take time and also register and mark that Saturday, the 2nd of July, a day that you'll be in a place where you're going to spend your time judiciously for something at the end of the day. Your portfolio will feel that yes, you have spent such hour and also short time because of the quality information that I'm going to share. This information is what matters. It's not just gathering. Those information is what market feed on. And if you're able to have this information, access to them, and you take proper action at the right time, then you are about to smile to the bank at the end of the 90 days space for the investment window for masterclass. This is how the market is for now. But as we will come back over here, but we want to look at what is happening in the market. We see that our market yesterday, after the previous day on Monday, open positive. We saw it there on Tuesday. The market pulled back, because of MTN, losing about 2.8%. That brought the market back down to around 0.31 to close. But you can see, if you look at the market bread, I will tell you that's a sharp negative market bread. 19 against 10. Also, you can also look at the buying momentum, or what we call sentiment report for yesterday. You can see that we're having about 89 against 89 sellers against 12, 8 sellers against 12 buyers. And we have more sellers in the market yesterday than buyers. That this morning we're seeing to see a little stability, but we want to come back to the market to give the state of the market when it's time for us to review. But now I want to look at, now that market is doing this situation as I speak now, you see here the market is trying to rebound. We saw what happened yesterday. That is the red here. But you can see that I'm using what we call the channel commodity index. Why I use this? Is easier for you to identify change in trend, and that is why I'm bringing it up again this hour. Don't forget, last time I discussed about 2 days last week, when you say a change in trend. That's why I say when how this change, you can see it here over here. They touch as low as almost the below the negative 200 before coming back to within the range of this 100 and the 100. You can see it here, negative and negative. Now it's already on the uptrend. You can see from down here up, which you can see as a result, the index action have reflected it here. But how to use this CCI is very, very important. Like I told you last time that this is the most volatile indicator that can be used to identify a new trend or a warning of what, of extreme condition. This is the good thing of this CCI, which is a commodity channel index. Now, which is for me, it's good that you understand how to use it. Once you're able to understand how to use it, and you can apply it in any of your trading, whether you are trading any of the commodity, any of the investment instrument, how to use it to help you, to go a long way to help you to know when a new trend or an extreme situation arise in the market. It was developed to identify cyclical turn in commodities prices then, but the indicator can be successfully applied to other indicators which I've mentioned earlier, stock, ETF, other securities, etc. In general, CCI measure the current price level in relative to what? In relative to an average price level over a given period. CCI is relatively high when prices are far above the what? Above their average, but relatively low when prices are what? Are below their averages. I think it's becoming clearer for you now to understand how to use this CCI, because most traders often use it in different ways, but I'm making it easier for you to know exactly how to look at it and know when this giving a sign of a new trend, that you can take advantage of that. And that's why I say one bringing up that for us to know, has trend changed in the market as at today and yesterday. I think that trend has not changed. Market like on a side side movement. Market is sliding now. What happened yesterday and this hour. That means that's why I want to bring this indicator so that you will see it that it has not changed, but still there. When it turns down, you can now confirm a change. Remember, when it got to this level, you can see the change here. It was obvious that there was a change in trend. It was coming down, but confirmed a new trend for you could also follow suit here. That's why I said it's very, very good to know how to use a CCI at any given time. CCI is relatively high when when no when prices are far above the averages, but it's all relatively low when prices are far below the averages. In this manner, CCI can be used to identify overbought and oversold level or a break from one level to another. And I mean a break from one level from you see it graduating from one degree of strength to another, even also degree of weakness to another weakness, depending the direction the CCI is moving. A move down to the CCI negative 100 or the zero line can issue a kind of an entry or an exit strategy signal for you to know exactly what to do. As it moves from a bearish to also a bear situation, that's why you are looking at the indicator or the momentum indicator in line with what either this one now is a index action, can be also you are doing in line with what the price action of a commodity or security under charts that we are looking at. But it must be in line with we are looking at it and also looking at what is the index action, what is the ETF action that's happening, or the price action of the commodity in question. A move towards the negative 100 is a continuation of that bearishness of the situation. Okay, up through the 100 line, create a green kind of an uptrend, create a green signal that the bull is around the corner and the bullishness also of the stock is also being reviewed as it goes up in that direction. A break below the zero line means it has also gone from a bullish situation to a bearish situation, and a drop below the 100 suggests that we can also see a more either an uptrend or a more downtrend, depending the direction the market is going as we are looking at what the commodity channel index. On the commodity channel index, you can see that the market now can show us here that the market is not have not changed their direction, but market trying to look for a direction here that has changed up, but at this point now it has not given us an uptrend, it has not gone down, but still like pointing to either a continuation of the uptrend or a pullback at this point. But we need to keep an eye on the market to see exactly. That's why I said the volatility in the market is your friend. You must know exactly where the trend is going. When we say trend is your friend in technical analysis, these are the things we want to know. Where is the trend? But as we speak now, the trend has not confirmed a change in momentum now, despite that we saw sentiment turning negative yesterday as a result of profit taking from the recent bear rally that we saw in the last 5 days before yesterday. But now to speak, market has not confirmed that means market is now in form of a distribution stage. You can see it here looking at the what at the CCI, and also looking at the index action does not continue an up or a pullback. But when we come to market looking at other indicators, just explain how you can continue to use your indicators to also help you identify trend change or not. That's why I'm following up this chart again for us to look at it. Every meeting we always look at chart or indicator that will help us to understand whether to know more strength, whether the trend there is a trend below the movement, below the trend, or the trend is just going on its own. You need to know what is the trend. Will it continue or reversal? And that is why these momentum indicators are very, very important. Note that how the line has also crossed the this dotted line down on this as above it already. You can see this one positive here, you can see this one down negative. This is the line I also want to look at. Once you cross it, you are good to go. Though through the zero line going into what the bullish territory, you can see it's still there. It has not turned out of the bullish territory. This signal will move with what we thought that price may also move up. And also, when simple that means price of stock, know that indicate the Osher index present prices of stock. When they are going up, it's going to show on the index. When they are going down, it's going to show on the right. But like I always tell people that because of the nature of our index here in Nigeria, we know that about 5 or 6 stock or about 70%. That is why most times it's good to look at your sectorial indices to know or sectorial indices to know what is happening in each sector at any given time. This is how to also use these momentum indicators to also support to know whether the momentum is still strong or the strength behind the trend is still strong or weak. That is for that. Yes, back to the market proper. I want to see that as we speak now, I told you earlier that the market is slightly in green. Market is up, trading at 1,804.21. to speak, up by 0.23, representing 0.001%. But market is trying to find direction as we speak. But as we look at the breadth of the market or the state of the market in terms of breadth, you see that we're having a negative breadth. We have eight gainers against eight losers against six gainers this moment. And I'll tell you that the stock leading the losers are MTN Coco, Transcorp, Jaiz Bank, Reality, and GTCO. These are the top losers in terms of among the eight losers. But if you turn to the gainer chart now, you can see that Ikeja Hotel still top the chart in terms of the advancers, followed by Cavaton, then Dangote Sugar, have FBN Holding, Access Bank, and Student Bank. These are the ones at the top of the gainer chart. You can see what the market. I can see more losers now than gainers, but market is slightly green because of the nature of those. But you see Zenith Bank, Access Bank, and UBA, and Dangote Sugar on the gainer chart. Market is slightly in green. Does not confirm a downtrend. But if you don't forget that volume is what the market feed on. Like I always tell you, you need to look at the volume. Volume, as we speak now, the top trade in terms of volume are the first one there is a GT code followed by UBA, FBN Holding. We have Sovereign Trust Insurance and Zenith Bank, Unity Bank. These are the top stock in terms of volume. This power. You need to know exactly what is happening in this stock. But we need to look at the ones we want to chart now to see exactly what the market is doing now within the board. Before that, we'll chart FBN. Yes, we wanted to do it, but really proper because of our time. Look at what is happening in Dangote Sugar, coming up this morning. Access Bank, Zenith Bank, Cavaton. Is it the right time to buy? Is it a good support level? We want to also look at Cavaton to know whether this is the right time to buy Cavaton or not. These are the things we'll be looking at. Then, if time permits us, we need to look at what is happening in UBA and Fidelity. Jaiz Bank is also that we can look at, because Jaiz Bank has resistant kind of a long time decline. We'll see that it's on the loser chart today. Let's see the position, how far it can go. We have about 7 or 8 of them, but if time permits us, let's start with the market performance and see where the market is going. We have discussed the market, but let's bring our indicators to give us a clear direction where this market is going at this hour, knowing that we have about just less than 48 hours to close the quarter, and at the same time the first half of the year. That will also give you an insight where the market will be this time 2021. Where is the market? These are what should guide you. And also at the coming masterclass, the state of the economy, the state of the market will be discussed, and that will help you to know which sector, which group of stocks that you should position ahead of the second half of the year, and expected political thinking the political activity that will also be on the tense from second half, knowing that the first quarter of 2023 election will be coming in between February and March. These are what we'll be looking at from this second half of the year, where will the market be going and what we'll be doing. Even as we play defensive, which defensive stock will still give me I have low risk and also still be making money in that positions. They are very, very important to also look at when it comes to this kind of situation. But now we're going to use our CCI and our money flow at the same time. Use our T line, our Fibonacci, that is the T line. We want to look at them. Let's quickly call the pop so that we'll continue from there. Then the next one is what our T line. Our T line, this class is it's is very, very important for you to note. Yes, even if I said market has not confirmed as we speak now, the T line, market is on top of the T line, not below, not above, on top. So that's why I say if you look at this movement here, it has not confirmed a change of trend. But if you look at money flow is still standing on a downtrend. As we speak now, money flow has almost gotten around the 27, which is not too good. Funds are going down against what it closed yesterday around 35, 33.58. Now it's already reading that this morning funds is still leaving the market, but market has not made turn to red position. Still slightly green, but now let's see where the market is going. but market has also adjusted slightly down. As speak now, market is within, yeah, it's still up, at 1,803.98. Look at the position now. Let's take the market to an hour, you know, an hour chart to see what is market doing. If you look at very well on an hourly chart, you can see that both the hourly and daily chart, the index action is resting on what, on the T line. But you can see in our CCI, you can see that trend is trying to look down here. You can see not going up, looking down weak. But on the hour chart, fund is entering the stock marginal. You can see that money flow is looking up here on the and this chart. You can see it here. Look up on a 1 hour chart. Quick one, we'll look at what is happening in Cabaton. The first one there. Let's look at what is happening in Cabaton. Cabaton, that will go give us an idea of what's happening in Cabaton, and that is it the right time to buy the stock? As we speak now, the stock is trading below the T line, but I will tell you that the CCI is telling us that a new trend is always coming up, but this is a 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, you can see the turn here and money flow then or something is entering the stock on the 1 hour chart. But we'll look at the day chart to confirm. But on the 1 hour chart, I can see yes, the price action is below the T line, but the momentum indicators are saying that activities, funds is entering, and sentiment is looking up for this stock at this price. We want to look at it very well. Yeah, it's trading around 1 naira. Don't forget that this stock has dropped as far as from top here. You can see from where it has been trending down, trending down. You can see how long it has been below the T line. Try to come up to remain below the T line. Try to come up here, remain below the T line. But to speak now, it's also slightly below the T line in terms of price now, around 1 naira and 1 naira 2 kobo. But let's wait. But if you look at the CCI, you can see that there's a sign here. This sign is, so you need to watch it. For money flow is looking down even at this point. That is not too good enough because it has not crossed the T line and the money flow is still looking down. For me, it's not a good sign, but let's keep our finger crossed in that regard. But let's look at what is happening in the FBN holding. FBN, sorry, FBN holding. Let's see what's happening there. Stock has continue to rally all this while. You can see on a day chart trading above the T line like yesterday. I told that this is a very good chart formation. A V chart is a what called a V, a bullish V. You can see it here. You can see coming up, but try to come to level up from here. That it started coming down. You can see, and you can see your CCR now. You can see where it's going, heading up almost 90. For me, it's a good one. It's a good one that will tell you that yes, momentum is still positive. And money flow is still entering, looking up. Fund is still entering the stock to read above 50, around 56, 57 now, which is not bad. Then for those that are in this stock, I told you earlier, if you have entered at this point of 8 naira 40 kobo, here is the time for you to take profit. Don't be greedy. If you are waiting to talk and continue, because that when you get to this first, consider, you can see that this, this kind of resistance level has also become this support level, a resistance that has been broken out already. The resistance has been broken out. Then the next one is this up here, or the one here. Here you can look at this level, which is tested at this hour. Seeing that it tested almost 11.25. To trade around this period of 11 naira now. Let's still watch, but on a day chart, the stock is not looking bad. Let's look at 1 hour chart. What is happening in the stock? On 1 hour chart, you can see it's very, very strong. That's why I said you can take profit at this time. You can enter at 8 naira 40 kobo to FBN holding. Yeah, Access Bank is Access Corp. Sorry, Access Corp. Let's look at Access Corp. Access Corp recently, yesterday, saw the pullback yesterday. Profit taken on the stock yesterday. Let's see what is doing this hour now. Is there any rebound? Need to see. Yes, at this hour it has come up, but crossed the T line, was still below it now. Tested the T line, but it crossed over. Now say this is a 1 hour chart, but money flow is looking down here. Why the CCR for me is still weak? It has not confirmed. There's no uptrend here. Let's look at the day chart. How is the day chart is looking? Access is good, I'll tell you, but if you're entering access, think medium and long. can see the reversal, but because this is a long, bearish candle, this bull was in here has not taken care. That's why we're still saying that it's a weak situation. We need to watch. You can see here that the actually trying to look up was still below the dotted line. Once it cross over, money floated that front entering the stock at this hour. That means the stock is trading around the 9:25 and 9:30 at this hour. Let's keep our finger crossed. Or 9:41, no, 9:20 to 9:30 the price of Access Bank as we speak now. On the 1 hour chart, you can see what Access Bank showed you earlier. You can see that the position. Let's look at Zenith Bank before we go to, and don't forget that this Access Bank, Zenith Bank, GTB, UBA, and GT Code, Stanbic are the interim dividend paying banks. That means a pullback in their price at this point should make them attractive for design investors to take. Especially those retirees are looking for opportunity. Zenith Bank on 1 hour chart is still, you can see even with the red, they're slightly above the T line here. You can see, but it's looking down. That means the trend is very weak. But money flow is looking down, but not too looking up. Sorry, not too strong. But let's go to a day chart to see the formation. You can see where the stock started, lagging and below the T line. And we have set off here and come to see anything when it break out, you can now jump in. But now it's below the T line. For any confirmation of a breakout, there will be a good buy. For me, the fund is still, you can see that the fund is not entering the stock much as expected. It's still very weak. The indicators, most indicators say that the strength in these stocks are very weak. Especially Zenith Bank now. You need to see a rebound buying interest for us to see this is where the stock is heading now. To speak, the stock is still start trending. You can see it from here to here, from the side trending movement to confirm an uptrend or a down trend. An uptrend or a down trend. That is what you want to know about this stock now. Let's quickly move to Jaiz Bank before we look at Fidelity. And okay, let's quickly look at UBA before Jaiz Bank. Look at UBA first. What is UBA doing at this hour? Volatility is your friend. UBA on a day chart is still below the T line. Tested to because but yet can see it here. But can see that the CCR is looking up here. Trying to once it continues the uptrend, and money flow is still below 20 to read around 14. For me, it's very for fund is not entering the stock. Banking stock, yellow they can see that fund is not entering the stock as much. You can see how you notice that the fund that entering in FBN was too okay. You can see it very clear. Want to see that of Fidelity now. Before go to Jaiz Bank. Let's look at what is happening in Fidelity Bank. Okay, let's look at what's happening in Fidelity. Fidelity Bank on the daily chart is also trading below the T line. We'll see strong move here, but sharp money entering the stock, which is not bad, but still trading below the T line. But we want to look at the daily chart. The daily chart is telling us green, but below what the T line. And money flow is looking down on the daily chart. Also, the CCI, which is the momentum indicators, are still looking down on the hourly chart. It's okay. But I'll tell you, this is not one of the dividend paying bank, but you can see that fund is entering the stock. You can see it here. Here also, momentum is improving, but it's still below. Tested the T line this morning. It's sitting around 332, 332 and 320. You can 326, 28. You can see the range here, but it's a good one. Yes, finally, we want to look at what is happening in Jaiz Bank. This is a bank that I noticed that in recent time, this bank has trying to rally to a good price before can see this little pullback in the stock. Let's see how the bank is doing. His bank, it's one of the low cap bank that's selling below 1 naira. I'll tell you the performance has not been so too bad in recent time. We are seeing a good fundamental and positive technical. You can see all the way rally here. It was recently like pullback, but we're seeing now it's almost tested the T line again on a day chart. Any crossover will tell you it's a good buy opportunity. You can see the momentum covering, not going below this point. Still a good one. And money flow is reading almost 79.80 level. It's a good one for on a day chart. For me, it's a good one. Let's quickly look at the 1 hour chart before we call the class a day. Yeah, on the 1 hour chart, it's not looking good. Despite yes, we're seeing a green candlestick there, but the momentum indicators, money flow are all looking down on Jai's bank as we speak now. Yes, we say big thank you for your time for staying with us in this period. We also look forward to see you tomorrow, and tomorrow, is the last day for the month of June, and that will be the last trading day for first half of the year and second quarter. I see that yes, market because of window dressing or banking hunting activities, market may likely close in the green between now and tomorrow. But I'll tell you, these are what market dynamics. All you don't need to do that. Focus on those companies that you know that as we're expecting to see the half-year result or Q2 result, those companies that will maintain the positive trend we saw in their Q1 and in their 2021 financials. Those companies where you should be because companies performance support price, especially when they beat market expectation. These numbers are coming. I'll tell you there will be proof activities in the month of what of July in terms of liquidity, in terms of momentum, in terms of what of volume, because of what they'll be moving in and out of position. The sectoral rotation will continue in and out in the new month, especially in the second half of the year as well. As results hit the market, an investor will respond by positioning their position. Both big players and the investor will moving from one stock to the other, from one sector to the other, just to balance their position to stay ahead of what market trend and also create wealth for themselves. I'll say see you at the master class again as we are meeting here tomorrow. If you have not registered, go ahead and register. The window is still open till Friday. Then at the end of the day, after the master class, you will just be smiling, to go and take your position. When before the expiration of 90 days, you also will be smiling to your bank. What I said earlier, there are two stocks that I'm going to give you. These stocks are giving you what double of their price. That is what if they are selling for 2 naira, you're going to see them at 4 naira. They are selling for 3 naira at 6 naira. They are selling for 1,000, going to see them what at 2,000, depending on the stocks we are going to pick for you during the master class. See you on Saturday for master class and tomorrow for the live class. Again, enjoy the rest of your trading day and remain Ambrose or more.